Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I am here with a hip kit mix-up page. So I'm using a bunch of different stuff from past hip kits. And I got the idea for this page from Elisabetta, who is Italian, and she's a YouTuber here. She makes gorgeous, gorgeous pages. I love her channel. I will include a link to the page that gave me this inspiration. I just watched it today, and so I went with it. And I loved the way she used up just her strips of scrap paper. So I decided to mimic that and do the same thing. So this background paper that I have, the wood grain, is from Chickenity, and it's perfect because my picture is of a pier on a beach. And I'll go into what the picture is really about here in just a second. But all of the strips that I have down the middle are just random. They're either branding strips from papers, from kits, or they're just scraps left over. So I kind of put them in an order that I like, and I'm going to cut them down. And this page is an 8.5 by 11 as well. This is going to go into the album that I'm doing of when Josh and I were dating. I'm not going in order for that one at all. I'm just kind of doing whichever pages I feel like doing. And so this one's going to go in there. And I noticed that everything is crooked, so it's driving me crazy, and I have to rip it up and fix it. So, yeah, I need to get a T-square ruler. That needs to be my next thing that I buy, because I find myself doing things crooked all the time, and half the time I'm saying a little prayer while I'm ripping things up because I'm hoping it's not going to completely ruin my page. So I really need to just invest in a T-square ruler. So, yeah, I'm going to get all this fixed up here, and then I'm going to continue putting my strips down. And so while I'm doing that, let me tell you about this picture. So this picture is of a pier in Pensacola Beach, and it's on the boardwalk, and it's kind of right in the middle of the boardwalk. There's like a big circular area that's almost like a soundstage kind of, and behind it is a big long pier, and it goes off to both the right and the left side. So this is the pier where Josh proposed to me, and I got the idea to do this page using these products and with some of these kits, because the gold foil Amy Tangerine letters that I have sitting right there next to me, there's a big word that says yes. And I thought, hello, perfect, because guess what? He proposed to me, and I said yes. So, and then when I saw Elisabetta do her layout, I thought, that's going to be perfect. So it all came together really quickly and really nicely. So I have all my layers done here, and I have the little envelopes, strips on the top and the bottom. And the reason I wanted to do that is because throughout the album, a lot of our engagement was while he was gone. He was gone doing, let's see, he proposed to me, and then he went to his tech training. Like, he had just gotten done with basic training, and then he went on to do all his tech stuff, his tech school and everything for the Air Force. So he was not physically with me while I was planning the wedding. It was crazy. And then we got married on his Christmas leave that he was guaranteed. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to take any leave. So it was all kind of like crazy. But a lot of our relationship, as far as, you know, him being either at basic training or us, you know, him being at tech school and stuff, was writing letters. So that actually is going to fit into the album nicely. But yeah, so I thought that fit in nice. Okay, let me tell you what I'm doing, because I'm jabbering. Okay, so I used the gold foil yes right there underneath the picture, and I used one of the hearts, and I used the heart to highlight exactly where he proposed to me, because he proposed on the right hand side of the pier. And we made sure to get a picture of where it was, so I put a heart just to kind of highlight that. And then I'm pulling some things from just older kits that's all just in my box. I used some crepe paper, little diamond shapes, and I used all 8 of them I had no clue how I was going to use those. I think they're hard to use, but it fits here because diamonds, he gave me a diamond that night, so I went ahead and used those. I also used a few chipboard pieces from the Craft Market chipboard sheet. I used a couple of arrows, a little banner that says love, and then underneath the yes, I have a little circle that says pure joy. I also use a really big heart doily underneath behind the picture, and I like the way it just kind of peeks out there. Okay, so my official title is going to be The Proposal, and I'm using these Teresa Collins gold little mini letter stickers, and I'm going to put it right up top, front and center. Just getting that all worked out there. And sorry, like gold foil is really tough to film because the light always shines off of it and glares somehow kind of weird, so I apologize for that. You'll see it much better in the close-ups. Alright, so I got that there. And then I need to do some journaling because I don't just want it to be this. I don't want to tell the entire story of it because I already have a page in our wedding album that tells the entire story of the proposal. So I don't need to go into super detail, but I did want to say a little bit of something. So I'm going to use some white cardstock and just do a couple of strips. And I'll read to you exactly what I wrote here. So I am writing, when Josh got down on one knee to propose to me, I almost screamed yes without letting him finish the question. Best yes of my life. And then at the bottom I'll put Pensacola Beach 2002 because that's when he proposed. So I wrote all that down. I'm going to cut those into strips and get them down here on the bottom. I just like how nice and simple this came together. It came together quickly. I used up a bunch of scraps. It was great. Alright, so I'm getting my strips down here. I think I'm talking to my husband actually, right there. And that is going to complete my layout. So thank you, Elizabetta, for the inspiration, and guys, make sure you go go watch her video as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys again real soon. Have a great day. Bye.